Hi. So, it's spring break, as you can tell from the background. I'm back at home because I got my stuffs. But I'm finally filming my Q&A video. So that's exciting. Um, so I had posted a video probably I think like the beginning of March saying that I was gonna do it. So now I'm doing it and there's some questions. So I'm excited to like get it answered. So let's just start. So these seem to be going in like whatever order is on the comments. Okay. So the first questions are from Aga Serena. Um, who is the K-pop queen in your opinion? CL, Taeyeon, or Hyuna? Ooh, okay. I think if I chose, I would say Taeyeon because she's like a really well-known person in K-pop. Like the other two are, but I think she's the queen for me, in my opinion. Two is favorite girl group. My favorite girl group, if you couldn't tell from that answer, is Girls' Generation. Number three is which K-pop entertainment slash label is your favorite? Ooh. Hmm. You know what? Yeah, I have to say SM Entertainment is my favorite label. They have a lot of groups that I listen to from like Super Junior, TVXQ, FX, Girls' Generation, NCT, Red Velvet, EXO. So definitely SM Entertainment. Management wise, no, but artist wise, yes. Yes. So the next set of questions is from Kayla03. Okay. If you could choose what K-pop label company to join, what would it be and why? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to think about that for a little bit. I'm like trying to think. I think, okay, you're gonna be like, huh? But I would choose SM Entertainment because, okay, yes, they seem to like really, really overwork their idols, but at the end of the day, all of SM's groups are very well known. They're forces to be reckoned with, and I mean, yeah, you do want to like do what you love, but also if you're trying to like make it a career, you need to like think in terms of like money and stuff. Like, okay, yeah, you might be doing what you love, being a part of like a lesser known company, but are you going to be able to sustain yourself by doing it? So I don't know. I would choose SM because they seem to know how to market their artists pretty well so that they get exposure and get popular. So SM. Number two, what's your most embarrassing moment? Ooh, let me think. Embarrassing. What's an embarrassing moment? That's a damn tough question. Most embarrassing? I guess I would say, ooh, I don't know. Okay, I know. For college, I was originally planning on being a music major, so that's what I applied to all my schools for. And for music majors, if you want to get into the music program at the schools, you have to prepare like a 10 to 15-minute audition. And so I auditioned for SDSU, San Diego State University, um, San Francisco State, Northridge, and Long Beach. Long Beach, they required with your audition that you had to play with the piano accompanist that they had on the audition. I wasn't really used to playing with the piano accompaniment, so when it was my turn to do my audition on the oboe, I completely messed it up because I was so nervous and I wasn't comfortable with playing with the piano accompaniment. So I screwed it up and I didn't get to finish my audition and they were like, I think you need to do more practice because I don't think you're ready for this. And maybe look into community colleges. So yeah, that was my most embarrassing moment. And you know what? CSU Long Beach, you can kiss my ass because I got into a college with my oboe playing skills. It's not my fault that you had to fuck everyone over with those piano accompaniments. So your loss, bitch. Question number 3. What's your least favorite food? Vegetables. I mean, I am a carnivore, hardcore, so vegetables. I really don't like vegetables. Number 4, what's your biggest fear? Um, I really, really, really don't like bugs, insects. Uh, they're gross and they freak me out. Even just like looking at pictures of them, I'll be like, ah! So definitely, it's bugs, insects, spiders, arachnids, everything. The last question from Kayla03 is, are you more of an introverted or extroverted person? I mean, in my videos, it seems like I'm very extroverted because I'm always loud and like ratchet or whatever. But in person, if we're not like friends or whatever, I'm definitely introverted. Like in person, I'm definitely way quieter than I am on camera. So thank you for the questions. Then the next set is from Ebony Love Ivory. First one is, what is the one thing that you admire about K-pop stars in general? I admire their hard work ethic because we all know the stories. Like, they be practicing their dances for like hours, not going to bed until like 4 in the morning, waking up at 6, going off to do their schedules. They always putting in that work, trying to please their fans, and I commend them for that because 2 hours or less of sleep, and you only get like a bowl of rice and maybe like a square of tofu. Mm-mm. I commend them for all the hard work they put in. Um, Number 2. If you were given the chance to be a K-pop star, would you take it, and why or why not? Okay, as I just said that they do a lot of hard work, I would take it. I would take it. Um, okay, so I'm going to hopefully be studying abroad in Korea for the fall semester, and I really was like, you know, just for fun, just for kicks, I should audition for the companies, like, because you never know. Anyone could make it if they really see something in you. So if I was given the chance to be a K-pop star, I would take it because it seems like that would be, yes, it would be a very hard working experience, but I also think it would be probably one of the best experiences you would ever have in your entire life. Like, not everyone can just be like saying, oh yeah, well, in my youth days, I was a K-pop star. My videos is on YouTube. That's me dancing with the tight skin pants and the eyeliner on and all that good stuff. Like, not everyone can say that they got into like star level like EXO, Big Bang, Girls' Generation 21 or whatever. So I would take it. 3. If you could relive your entire life again, would you change anything? If so, what would you have done differently? Well, like moments. Definitely moments. The one that sticks out to me the most was sophomore year of high school in wind ensemble. We had a concert to prepare for, and there was 2 oboists, me and then this other girl, and we were playing a piece called Carmina Burana. Something along those lines. One of the movements of it is like basically an oboe solo. And when we first got the piece, we were like, okay, who wants to be first? Oboe. And at the time I was like, no, you can take it. And then looking back on it now, I would have definitely been like, I'll take it. Because no tea, no shade, but it's hard to play the oboe in tune, okay? With the wrong reeds, it shows. So I would have taken that solo if I could rechange it. What else could I rechange? I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that I'd really like change, but definitely that. And I guess I would also like change throughout my whole entire high school career. Um, my freaking math. I wish I could like redo all of that because my math scores and grades were like, yikes. Thank you for the questions, Ebony Love Ivory. The next question is from Miranda0223. Hey, so she gave me 7 questions. First is, what is it about myungsoo that makes you love him to pieces besides looks, of course? Well, what else makes me really love myungsoo is um I really have fallen in love with his singing voice. I think he has like such a unique voice timbre. I'm just like, it's such a unique sounding voice. And like, I don't know if it's just me personally, but if he was like singing something and you didn't know that he was singing it, I would be like, that's Myungsoo. I just love it. And I also love when he's in the dramas because uh, I think he's a great actor. But his personality and his work ethic definitely make him stand out to me because a lot of people, especially in like the earlier days of Infinite, were kind of like, oh, he's just a face, he can't sing, blah 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 blah. And now he gets a lot of lines in Infinite. He gets high notes in some of the songs, and you can tell that he has definitely improved and worked so hard to make his voice even greater. I mean, he's no Wooyeon or Sungyu, but damn, if he doesn't try, he fucking tries, and I just love it. Oh, oh hey boo, life size bitch. 2. What is your favorite memory you have about anything in your life? Okay, well, one of my favorite memories was my last year in high school. Okay, so wind ensemble bands, which is the highest band at that was at my high school. We were all required to submit audition tapes for honor bands, so like North California Honor Band and All State, and senior year, I got accepted into All Northern, so it's like Northern California, all the schools, the best players, they got to be in the honor bands, and I was so excited because I had never gotten into anything other than the like local county honor band, which was also really impressive. Um, you know, um, first chair oboe 2 years in a row, bitch, what it is. But that was like really exciting for me, and 8th grade was also a really great one because I had did the audition for the honor band, but something got mixed up and I didn't know all the steps, so I couldn't submit it properly. But my band teacher at the time, he put in a word and I got to be in the honor bands. So that was also amazing and an amazing experience. And my other favorite memory is I have a lot, so I'll just tell you 2 more. Going to EXO, that was like amazing. It was a euphoric high all the way. And going to Korea after I graduated high school was such an incredible experience, and I loved it. And I would never change that for the whole entire world. It was just amazing. So question number 3. What is one of the things that makes you happy no matter what mood you are in? Definitely listening to certain songs. Like, that puts me in a good mood. For example, 17's Pretty You. I put it on sometimes, and then all of a sudden, especially when it gets to like Joshua's part in the chorus for the second time, I'm just like, oh, and it makes me smile. So definitely listening to music. What also makes me happy no matter what mood I'm in, getting a K-pop album in the mail. Like, yeah. You know how you be waiting like almost 2 weeks and then you're like, ugh, well, where the mail at, yo? And then you get it and you're just like, life is good. Definitely that. Question number 4. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Well, definitely out of college. I kind of have this plan, like after I graduate, I want to become like a flight attendant and do that for a few years. And then maybe afterwards I'll go to graduate school so I can get my master's, because eventually I think with my geography major, I want to be a teacher, a geography teacher, or this was like an idea that my mom put in my head, but I was like, okay, that sounds kind of cool too. Maybe like figure out the steps on what you need to do, like what else I need to do if you wanted to be like a person that works for like the United Nations or something. I think that would be really cool. So something along those lines. And I've also always had the idea that I might have wanted to teach English in Korea for a bit. I think that would be really cool as well. Number 5, what is your goal with your K-pop collection, as in goals for albums, merch, photo cards, etc.? Mine, I don't really have goals per se. I just would like to buy the albums that I think are like really great. And of course, like always keep up with EXO and Infinite and 17 and all like my favorite groups. Definitely that. So those are like my goals, I guess. Merch wise, if I'm feeling the type of mood to buy it and I see something that I like, snatching. Number 6, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is purple. My whole bed is purple. That's what it is. And last question from Miranda is, what are your hopes and dreams in life? Dreams. I would like to have a solid job, my own place, eventually be in a serious relationship and be happy. I don't need to be the richest bitch, but I ain't gonna be the poorest bitch. Okay. Okay, so thank you for the questions, Miranda. Next question is from Topman Kwan. Hey, she said, since you play classical, do you have a favorite type of favorite you like playing? I don't really have a favorite type. I mean, I think if it sounds good and it's like fun to play and gives me a little bit of a challenge, that's like my favorite thing to do. Wish you knew how to play a certain instrument. I tried learning guitar in high school. Didn't really have time, so I stopped, but I would like to learn how to play guitar. Maybe a brass instrument. I've always been playing woodwinds, like always flute, piano, clarinet. Piano is not a woodwind. Flute, clarinet, oboe, and piano. Those are the main instruments that I do know how to play. I think it would be cool to learn how to play a brass instrument, but they're heavy. 6th grade, I contemplated whether I wanted to do oboe or French horn. Eventually, I chose oboe, but I think it would be cool to learn a brass instrument. Oh, the last part of her thing was, I was taught in class with classical, and my high school teacher only wanted to play festival marching music. It made me quit. Yeah. High schools, I don't know if it's like for all high schools, but the one that I went to be in the bands, you also had to be in marching band, which, marching band is not my cup of tea. First off, you can't march with an oboe. because, you know, it's kind of difficult. So I was playing flute for marching bands, and marching band is just not fun for me. It's too much regulations, and be uniform, and don't be out of step, and don't be in front of the person next to you, and make sure you're all in a perfect line, and put your flute angle at freaking parallel to the ground, and it's just like, ugh, chill with it. I feel like concert band is much more free. So that's why I'm no longer in marching bands in college, because I cannot deal with it. The next set of questions is from Brenda! Exclamation points. Their first question is the Bee Movie or Shrek? Shrek. I have never seen the Bee Movie. Sorry. Two is, do you watch documentaries? If so, which one is your favorite? I watch documentaries. I don't think I really have a favorite, but I like historical ones. So like World War II, Holocaust. I know, so depressing. Um, a lot of like genocide ones really interest me. So like Pol Pot, Cambodia, Killing Fields. That one was really that's interesting to me. Armenian genocide. That one was also interesting. Korean War. Also, I watch serial killer documentaries. Jeffrey Dahmer. That was an interesting one. Zodiac Killer is definitely a very interesting one for me, because it happened around where I live, like Lake Herman Road, between like Benicia and Vallejo. He had one of the victims there. He also had some in Blue Rock Springs, which is in Vallejo, San Francisco, Lake Mariposa, I think. Berryessa, Mariposa. Something like that. So that's like stuff that I know. So I was like, oh my gosh, interesting. Charles Manson, interesting. And also Jim Jones, definitely interesting. So those types of documentaries. I don't watch them all the time, but sometimes I do. Number 3, what's your earliest memory? Before I started kindergarten in the summer, I had a little tricycle, and I would bring it on the walks that my mom and me went with the dog. There was like a little hill. It wasn't too steep. So I rode my bike down it, and I decided to not brake at the end, and I decided I was going to try to make the like curve, and I guess the bike went a little faster than I expected, and when I tried to make the curve, I didn't make the curve, and I ended up flying off the bike onto the street, scraping up my whole entire stomach, chest. I had a huge scar down my nose, blood everywhere, scratches all over my arms and legs. It was a mess. My mom had to walk back up a different hill because we went on a loop where it was like down one hill, up another, a little bit down, and then you have to go back around and stuff. And she had our dog, which he was really dumb and a piece of crap. Like, ugh. I mean, I don't know. He was just a bad dog. So she was forced having to get him, my tricycle, and me up this hill, a bloody crying mess. And it was a mess. It was a mess. And then her last question is food or internet? As much as I love the internet, I'm choosing food because food, I can survive without the internet. I can't survive without food. Okay. So next set of questions is from MBK Pop 1997. He actually was the first one to submit some questions, so thank you very much. So question number 1 is, if you could eat 3 foods for the rest of your life, what would they be? Ribs. I love freaking ribs, like all day, every day. Ribs, baby. I love ribs so much. Crab. I love crab. High school for band, the jazz band, they had like a crab feed every February. My dad and me would go, and we'd just be going to town on that crab. Like, we'd have the plates that would be like piled high with the crab stuff. I love crab. Ribs, crab, and What else? Ooh, see, I'm torn. Do I want to choose steak or do I want to choose shrimp? Yeah, I'll go with shrimp. I love me some shrimp. I love, as I said, I love meat and I love seafood. Those are my two favorite food groups. Like I would eat ribs. If someone offered me like a chocolate cake or ribs, bitch, I would choose that ribs. So yeah. Number two, who are your heroes in life? Okay, I have a few. K-pop wise, I really look up to myungsoo because it's just perseverance. But non K-pop wise, heroes. Hmm, that's a tough one. Oh, okay, I know one. Um, Definitely one of the people that I admire a lot. My middle school band teacher, he was just amazing and incredible, and he gave me enough push, but not too much push to become like a really great musician back then. So that was really great. It wasn't like he was like constantly down my throat trying to make me be a better oboist. He gave just enough push that I was able to handle it. So I really appreciate him. And he's retiring this year. So that's kind of sad. I really liked him. And I guess my other hero, I mean, I don't know. I guess I would say my parents, because they definitely are some people that I look up to and I would ask advice from a lot. So definitely them. And the last question he asked is, I've seen you do covers of Ghibli songs. Do you have any favorite movie or movies from them? Ooh, which reminds me, I am going to do more piano covers. Give me some time and you'll see. But favorite Studio Ghibli movies, Spirited Away. That's the first one I saw, and as a kid, and then rewatching it as like a teenager, I was like, oh my gosh. More so, I fell in love with it for the music the second time around. I really love it. That is such a beautiful movie. It makes me cry. um, Also really like Howl's Moving Castle is another really great movie. From Up on Poppy Hill, it's not really as popular, but I don't know, something about it just really stuck with me and I really liked it. And I think my last favorite would be Princess Mononoke. The movie is really long, but the storyline was incredible and the music was incredible. And just the whole message to the movie was like really great. There's always these like really like great messages in Studio Ghibli movies that make them like really amazing. So those four are my favorites. The next question is from oh gosh. I remember her saying her name, but I forgot already. It's like Unagisor, something like that. I'm sorry I butchered your name. But what's your favorite book? My favorite books are the Percy Jackson series. We had to read The Lightning Thief in 6th grade, and I fell in love with it so much that I made my mom buy me the books so I could read them. And basically, we had like a month left of reading the book, and I'd already finished it, and I'd already moved on to the second book. And by the time we finished the first book in class, I already finished like 3 of the books. So I've read all of the Percy Jackson series. The first part, which was 5 books, the second series, The Lost Heroes, which was another 5 books, and he's now doing a series with Apollo with the Percy Jackson characters, which I was like, yes. So I'm reading that too. So Percy Jackson series all day, every day. Hi. Yeah. So the last part of the Q&A, I have to refilm. I have to finish filming it, so it's new look, new day, new bitch. Like I was really tired of the red, so I went back to the black. And truthfully, I think it's a little blacker than natural black. But you know what? I'm getting a haircut soon, so two fucks, don't give them. So the last set of questions. Oh, sorry. Hold on. The last set of questions is from Random Me 2011. So her first one was, if you plan to get another tattoo, what will it be? Great question. I'm getting a new one for my birthday this year. From my sister. She bought my first two, the name in Korean with the splatter paint and then the infinite reality logo. So she gonna do it again. I'm going to get it on the right arm this time, and I'm thinking like this area, so it'll be like on the top, and I'll put like a picture of the basic design. Those like heartbeat epigraphs, I think that's what it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but I've seen like tattoos of those, and then they have like a heart on the inside, in the middle of the little heartbeat line. I'm going to try. I want it to be a treble clef. That's the music music signature symbol that I use when I play oboe and disregard that, flute and stuff like that. So I want that to be in the middle instead of the heart. So it'll be like I'm living in the music. I'm like my heart is beating music because music is so important to me. So I was like, yeah, I gotta have it. And since that seems like a little boring, I want it to have the water paint splatter effect just to like keep it consistent. Okay, so question number 2 is favorite Disney movie. The lighting is like fucking me up. It's like really dark in here. Favorite Disney movie is question number 2. My favorite Disney movie is Mulan. I just really love it. It was the one that really stood out to me as a kid. I love the songs. I love everything about it. The sequel was shit, but you know, I'll pretend that never existed. And they're making a remake. I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. But Mulan is my favorite Disney movie. Question number 3. Favorite number. 20. I don't really know why it's my favorite number. But I think one of my classes in elementary school, because classes in elementary school, they like gave us all a number based on like last name, I think. Yeah. And I think one of my numbers was 20, and I don't know, that just stuck with me. And I've been using 20 at the end of like my initial stuff for like years now, so I guess I would say 20. It really doesn't have anything more significant. I don't really think of like lucky numbers or favorite numbers, so I'm gonna say 20. And then her last question, and the last question of the Q&A is pancakes or waffles? Ooh. I'm gonna go with waffles. Sometimes pancakes are a little too heavy for me. I don't know, like the texture and consistency, and waffles can be a little more light, but pancakes can too. But I think I like waffles more because like the little grooves, you can like put more stuff on it and stuff. So I guess I would go with waffles. So that was the Q&A. I was like so excited that I got questions for the Q&A from so many people, and there was a lot of questions. Yeah, so I'm so happy, and I don't know when the next one will be. Not for a while, obviously, but thank you so much for giving me the questions, and I hope you liked my answers, and I hope you like the new hair, black. So I'll see you guys on the next video. You're probably seeing this after I film my photo cards, so yeah.